Hey, good morning, everybody. It's me, Richard, with Nightmares Anyone. So today it's Saturday, February 22nd. I have got a phenomenal book to tell you about. Victorian Psycho by Virginia Freito, or Freito. Come back after the intro, you guys. So, I have got, I got a couple books in the mail over the last week, but this is just one of them. James Cain, The Dead Children's Playground. And this is the first book in the American Horrors books. This sounds really, really, really good. Let me throw my readers on here, and I'm wearing my Can You Guess Who's Possessed Johnny? Yeah. So, it's gorgeous outside. It's gonna be 71 today. So, this creepy ass little girl on the front of this cover, it says, a cemetery filled with innocence, a ghostly chill in the air. Will a short walk through the woods awaken a dark power? Kylie Macklin is eager to live a normal life, freshly moved from Florida to Alabama and finally in remission from cancer. The optimistic 9-year-old is used to dodging her overprotective mom's warnings. So when a new playmate invites her to hang out, the happy girl thinks nothing of the playground being located in a graveyard for young victims of the Spanish flu and a local serial killer. Kayla Macklin hates starting over. Forced to relocate after her little sister's recovery, the sullen 19-year-old despises her new home more than she sees a terrifying vision in the nearby crypt. And as kids around town start to fall gravely ill, she begins to suspect there is something sinister at play. Tormented by a frightening specter's ever closer appearances, Kylie turns to her older sibling for help. But as Kayla digs into the history of the haunted ground, the twisted truths she discovers hint at a bloodthirst that can never be sated. Can they face down the malevolent force without tripping in their own graves? Yeah, this is by Horror House Publishing, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's actually got pretty big print. It's got 302 pages. And then there's a big afterword, Come Play at the Children's Dead Playground, that's 15 pages. That's got some creepy tidbits about what this book is based on. So let's get into today's review. First off, if you guys are new to the channel, and you love horror as much as I do, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe right there somewhere. Hit that subscribe button. And hey, drop me a note if you guys want to talk anything horror. You can drop me a note through email at rkevinwilson@gmail.com. You guys can drop me a line here if you guys want a review on a certain book. I've got thousands back here, but let's get into this book. So this just came out in January of this year. Now, this is the second book by this author, Virginia Freito. This is her second book. Her first book was Mrs. March, and it was a big New York Times bestseller. I didn't read that one first. I read this one first. This is her. She looks like a pretty young author. But I'm going to read you what this book is about. Now, this was a short read. I listened to the audiobook, and after listening to the audiobook, I had to have this book. So there's only 208 pages in it, and it's pretty cool because there were these old drawings. The book is about, turn of the century, and I'm going to read you what it says on the inside. It says, simmering with rage, propulsive, and laugh out loud funny. It wasn't funny at all. Victorian psycho speaks profoundly of horror both within and without us. That's a blurb from Catcher on Award. So it says, Virginia Freito's Mrs. March was hailed as a brilliant debut by a writer who keeps pace with the grandees she invokes. From Daphne du Maurier and Shirley Jackson to Patricia Highsmith. Now Freito returns to unleash an entirely new anti-hero in us all. Or on us all. And it says, Winifred Naughty arrives at Ensor House, prepared to play the perfect governess. She'll dutifully tutor her charges, Drusilla and Andrew, tell them bedtime stories, and only joke about eating children. But long, listless days spent within the estate's dreary confines come with an intimate knowledge of the perversions and pathetic preoccupations of the Pounds family. Mr. Pounds can't keep his eyes off Winifred's chest, and Mrs. Pounds takes a sickly pleasure in punishing Winifred for her husband's wandering gaze. Compounded with her disdain for the entitled Pounds children, Winifred finds herself struggling at every turn to stifle the violent compulsions of her past. French tutoring and needlework are one way to pass the time, as is admiring the ugly portraits in the gallery and creeping across the moonlit lawns. Patience. Winifred must have patience, for Christmas is coming, and she has very special gifts planned for the dear souls of Ensor House. Brimming with the sardonic wit and culminating in a shocking conclusion, Victorian Psycho plunges readers into the chilling mind of an iconic new literary psychopath. Okay, you guys, I listened to this. I listened to it all in one setting. It took me a little over almost 6 hours to listen to. This book is fucking great. I gave it 5 stars. I gave it a complete 5-star rating on my Goodreads account. Now, do not look up anything about this book. Go into it blind. Now, it takes place in turn of the century. It probably takes place in the early 1900s. Winifred Naughty. And it's Notty. This book is so gory and so graphic. When a book starts out with, well, I'll show you. The opening page, it says, yeah, see, there was very cool, it made it look really, really old. There were really cool art, there was really cool art in here. And it says who the artwork was done by. But the opening page, there's a prologue, but it starts out with death everywhere. In 3 months, everyone in this book will be dead. But yeah, here's part 1. And it says, I'm going to start coughing because of my allergies. I know it. Yeah, I just edited out a huge coughing fit. Mr. Pounds is a mystery I am intent on solving. This 3 months till Christmas, part 1. And then it says, yeah, Chapter 1, in which I arrive at Ensor House. And it starts out that in 3 months, everyone in this house will be dead. Sorry, my allergies are just really, really, really bad. So, like I said, I read this one first. I listened to this first, and then I listened to Mrs. March. Mrs. March, I gave it 2.5. I was not impressed. I thought it was rather boring. The end was just stupid of Mrs. March. The end was really, really dumb. In fact, the book was dumb. I didn't even really like it. This one I loved, though. I did give it a full 5 stars. If you can, listen to it. The narration is incredible. You don't realize how gory and graphic this is. But when she talks about slitting the carotid artery of a child, then you know the child is dead. Yeah, it was so much fun. I love this book. The scenes of gore and violence are thrown at you in such a way that you don't even realize that it's going on until you stop and think, oh my God, did she just do that? But yeah, this woman gets revenge in a way like, oh my God. And then when you find out what's going on and why she's doing it, it was a great book. It was a great, great book. Like I said, I listened to it all in one sitting. I took a break for dinner, but yeah, I loved it. This book, I thought this was a doll on the cover, but it's not. It's supposed to be one of the kids, one of her charges, one of her 2 kids that she takes care of. And oh my God, yeah, this is supposed to be Drusilla. And then Drusilla's younger brother is Andrew, and he's just this stupid kid, just a dumb kid. But my God, what she does, this is like Marry Poppins hosts Leatherface and Ed Gein to a Christmas tea. And oh my God, it's gonna be a Christmas dinner that you will never fucking forget. You will never forget this Christmas dinner. You'll never forget this Christmas. It's great. I love the book. Thumbs up. Highly recommended it. So, hey, you guys, take care of yourselves. Stay scared. Pick up a good scary book. Have great nightmares. Have a good nightmare. It's good for you. But hey, I love this book, Victorian Psycho by Virginia Freito. Once I listened to it, I had to have the book. So I can put it on my shelf behind me. I will read this again. I will physically read it. Yeah, there's some pretty cool pictures in this that go perfectly with the book. I don't know if the artwork was done for the book, but yeah, it was great. So if you guys have read anything by James Cain, he does have a lot of books out. This is probably, hopefully it's a good read. I bought it. It was on Amazon. It was on sale. It was like $16-17. Here's the author. Yeah, sounded like a good book. So you guys take care of yourself. I'm Richard with Nightmares Anyone. Stay scared. And hey, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, you guys. Bye. Yeah, he's creepy. I did a huge diamond painting of Sam. Maybe I'll give it away one day on this channel. Take care, you guys. See ya.